Hey all, it's Beth. I am finally back with a new video. It has obviously been a bit, so welcome if you're new, welcome if you're returning. Like I said, my name's Beth. I am a late 30s woman attempting to cash stuff in a way that makes sense for us, and also pay down debt. That's kind of our main things. We want to be able to have money to afford the basic things while also trying to put a little bit of money away in case we need it for whatever reason, whether it be our animals, our cars. There's a handful of, I kind of, from my last video till now, I kind of rethought and went back to like very basic things. I've been watching a lot of Marlene's Back to the Basics video and just kind of trying to start from scratch again and try to get a handle on that stuff before we start trying to do a whole bunch of savings and sinking funds and all this stuff that I would like to eventually do, but right now it's more important to be able to afford day-to-day life and be able to pay our bills and pay off debt. And those are our main things right now. I am disabled. I get my Social Security. I also work extremely part-time at a quick serve restaurant. My husband finally went back to work. I'm not sure when I stopped filming, but he was out of work due to medical problems, and he had a surgery and finally went back to work a couple of weeks ago. I am actually going out of work. I am having a full knee replacement done on Thursday, or not Thursday, on Tuesday. So as far as like having money, we're not gonna have any to be doing this like at all, because I won't be getting my paychecks from my job. My job is too small. One, we only have like, a handful of employees, so I don't have short-term disability. The state of Kansas does not handle disability. You have to go through a third party, which I do not pay into. My husband does for his job. That's why he was able to get short-term. But I do get regular disability, so I'll only be losing my work income, which isn't a whole lot, but that's where it funds these at this point, because I did open a account with SoFi that has a checking and a savings. I have my checks deposited in there, and then that's what I use to save and do this stuff that I'm about to do. And I just kind of throw the money into the account instead of actually cash stuffing. I have play money. We do have 2 cats. We did recently literally just get married. We are on month 2. We got married on Friday the 13th in June. So it was fitting for us, just in general. And then he had his surgery a few days later, and now 2 months later I'm having my surgery. So okay, now that I've kind of gone through my little spiel in the beginning, we do have 2 cats, Garfield and Lilo. You may see them from time to time getting in my way. I am not at my normal setup just because I am here. Like, my setup is a mess. We have to do some serious cleaning. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna kind of, break it down and tell you what I've been doing. I've been doing this off camera just because I needed to kind of reset and figure out where I was gonna go. So I have been adding money. Nope, that's not the right one. Okay, so I have been adding money into an emergency fund. SoFi has a roundup thing where, if you spend your money on a debit card, like let's say you go to Dollar General and you spend $5.45, that 55 cents to get you up to $6, they'll put in a roundup account. That's kind of nice. And then my car, or our cars, and then I have been doing bingo with Danny from Budgets. Her members bingo. It's so much fun. Every week she gets on and we play live. I am a few weeks behind in funding that. Some weeks it's a lot of money, some weeks it's not so high, but I've been trying to chisel away at them. I also do minis / tinies, and I also do Danny at Budgets inappropriate Christmas box, which is we're obviously saving for Christmas. So what I do as far as those 3 things, I was doing $25 a week. That would kind of get, what it was 15 would go into the bingo. No, that's not what. I was doing 25. So 20, I think it was 20 would go into bingo, 5 would go into the tinies because I use $half. And then whatever was extra for the bingo would go into the inappropriate Christmas savings box. That's kind of how we were doing it. Well, I decided that this week, last week and this week I started doing $30. So right now I've got $30 right here. I've got 15 to go towards the bingo. I've got $10 to go towards the tinies / minis. And then I've got this 5 to go into the box because the amount that we owe for bingo is more than 25. But like I said, I'm going to chisel away at it. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of move these over here. This is for later if I have to swap bills. So we're going to start with this. All right, so this is kind of the breakdown. Like I said, it's August. I'm trying to see if you can see. I'm on my tripod, so I'll move it down just a tad and see if you can see it a little better, but I can't guarantee. Okay, maybe. I don't know. Stay. Okay. So this is back. This would be the first week in August that we're going to now. And the way I do it is for each daub, I save 5 cents per bingo round. We do 4 rounds. 3 rounds are regular, 1 is blackout. So the first round I had 28 daubs, but I saved 5 cents each for, so that's $1.40. Each bingo is $1. I had none, so I only saved $1.40 that time. Round 2 was $1.35. Round 3 was $1.85. Then we got to blackout. Blackout bingo, I still save the 5 cents per. No, actually, I could probably do this. Okay, that's a little better. So as I use, okay, so this isn't this. It's up here. This is the week we're going off of. So as you can see, each daub was 5 cents still. There was 94. So that was almost $5. That was $4.70. Well, I also got 3 blackout bingos, and blackout bingos are $5 each. So right there, that was 15. So that was almost $20 in one round. So that would be why in that week we saved $24.30, which rounded up to $25. Which is why this week we are literally only putting in $50 or $15, and then we will put an IOU in for the remaining 10. Let me zoom back out a little. Okay, there we go. So I have my Summer of Love bingo. This binder is from Katie at Purple Glimmer Budgets. These tabs are from Katie at Purple Glimmer Budgets. So let's go into here. So this would be August week 1. Like I said, we're just trying to catch up. So, but today's date is, I don't know what today's date is. The 22nd. And we're going to do August week 1. And we're going to add 15. That should give us 73. And that was 8, 4. Hi, honey. Oh, gosh, my knees hurt. Anyway, so we'll put that 15 in, which is this. Like I said, this is all prop money. That's why there's stickers on it. It's already, you know, all in the bank. No, yeah, okay. So we'll just stick this in the envelope. And so far with this August, you know, the Summer of Love bingo, which is the cool thing about this is she kind of does quarterly bingo. So yeah. All right. So like I said, we should have, it looks like 50, no, 10, nope, 63. Okay. 63. 63, not 73. Okay. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3. Like I said, stickers on all of them to denote that they are prop. I'm going to switch that out for 3 20s. So 10, 5, and 5. I'll grab another 20 and put these back. Maybe. Maybe. My hands are not working tonight. We're supposed to get storms, so they're really not working at the moment.
Why mine hurts?
Yep, and probably swollen. Yep, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
My husband's home, that's why if you hear him. Okay, so that's our 63. So that can go back in here. Like I said, this is in its own vault on SoFi. It says bingo / tiny / inappropriate Christmas box. And then once I get so much, I'll put them in a randomizer and figure out where they'll go. So that one's done for now. And then, okay. And then, like I said, we owe that. So let me find a little piece of paper, which should be over here somewhere. My God, I have so many Q-tips. I have so many Post-its, and yet I can never find one when I need one. Isn't that life? No, that's not what I'm looking for either. Where is the one that I'm looking for? I'm looking for a little one. There it is. I found it. I like that hat on you. So we owe $10 from August 4th. And we are going to put that in my notebook. That way I know that we still owe some money from that. Okay, so that is done. Ouch. My head is itchy. Sorry, honey, I stole your spot. If you can put stuff on my wheelchair.
The trash is probably closer.
No,
I'm
dear.
just teasing. I will move it. It's okay.
Well, this can go on my wheelchair. I don't need that one. I don't think I need this either. No, I don't need that either. Oh, wait. Yes, I did need that. Oh, well. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do our minis. Which is, you know, our mini challenges. I was doing micros, and so I'm kind of going back and forth. I started doing them as $1 each, but we don't have enough money to really do them as $1. And little bits add up. So we're going to do the 50 cents again, which is what I was doing. But then, like I said, I kind of shifted around a little. But, so what I do, this binder, I used to use a small A7 binder from Katie at purpleglimmerbudgets. But I decided that I wanted to use a little bit bigger. I wanted to use the prop money, and I wanted to use a little bit bigger actual challenges. Like, so instead of using ace only, you know, super tinies, I wanted to use A6s, or, you know, I didn't just want to use those. So I went to this binder from Janelle Ray Budgets, which is what I used to use on my Wednesdays. So what we'll do is, oh my gosh, you can tell that I am out of practice because I have no idea what I'm doing at the moment. Just throwing that out there.
Hey, baby.
Yes, dear.
I enjoyed the chicken nuggets with the cheese sauce.
Well, I'm glad, honey.
But we didn't pay for it.
Who was there?
Mike.
Oh, yeah, because somebody asked him to come in because they were busy.
Oh. Yeah, he was like, is that all you're going to get? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, just take it and go. I was like, thanks, Mike.
Right? Yeah, well, you know, he won't have to worry about me getting food for the next 2 months, I guess.
Oh, God. Is this where you're going to tell me to pick up dinner every night?
No, dear.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
To. Actually, I would love to pick up dinner from your job.
So, like I said, we're going to use $10, which is here. But we're going to start with doing $half.
Kid prop money is adorable.
I know. I love my stickers.
Especially the cat with the teacup.
I know. So we are going to roll a 6-sided dice. I did get my little felt thingy. It doesn't make as much noise. But I'm actually going to move this and this so that I can move the... This is why I used A7s, because they didn't take up as much space. But that's okay. Alright. So, and then we can move this in frame and we can see everything, right? Right. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We put down $1/2. We see where we are at the end and mark them off. We'll go over each person, budgeter that the challenge is from at the end when I'm going through them. Okay, sounds good. Alright, let's go ahead. So we got a 3. We got a 2. We got a 1. We got a 1. Let me zoom in a little for you. I don't know if that'll help. We got a 2. We got a 2. We got a 6. There we go. See, it had to hit my ring, right? That's what it was. We got a 6. We got a 6. Oh, no. We got a 3. We got a 2. Now, I am using $10. So $10 is 20 of the $half, which are the 50-cent pieces. So that's why it's going to seem like there's a lot of rolls. There's 20. It's just not a lot of money. A little bit does add up, though, in what I've been noticing or realizing just by whether it's me stuffing, you know, $5 a week, $10 a week, or, you know, watching other budgeters be able, you know, $1 here, $1 there does add up. Even change, like, my husband comes home from work with, you know, a pocket full of change, and, you know, we add it into the penny challenge, which I'll go over at the end of this video. I'll go and put the money that we have into there and see where we are. But it's kind of, you know, it's kind of nice. So that is all of those. So now we are going to... Oh, gosh. I'm losing everything again, ain't I? Welcome to my brain. So we are going to put the... Oh, we can't. I forget we can't. This is 10. Okay. So we're just going to do it this way for now. So 2 halves equal $1. So we'll put $1 there. $2, $2.50. 1, 2. And I guess this is where I need my half props, which I do have. I made them myself on Canva. This is what I was using in the A7s because the A7 envelopes are a lot smaller. But like I said, then I decided that, you know, why don't we go this way? And my brain kind of goes every which way. So, all right. So this one had 1, 2, and the 50. This one has $1.50. I love you too, honey. This one down here has $1. This one here has a $1.50. And this one also has $2.50. Okay. Which means, since we've got so many with the 50 cents, that means that the extra dollars that'll equal the 50 cents will go in the back of the challenges. No, wait, I'll show you. They'll go in here with all these extras. At least that's what I've been doing. And then usually I'll round 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up. That way, you know, it'll come out at the end. So we will stick these two, Lord, my hands. We will stick these two in the back. And all of the stickers I got either off of Amazon or Temu. So, in case you were all wondering. Okay, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So this first one is from, I think her name's Lindsay at Bookish Mama Budgets. I'm zoom in a little for you. It's a little cat pouring coffee. It's so cute. It's like perfect. And this I did pay for. This is not a freebie. This one I did pay for. So we saved $1.50. So we are going to cross off 1. So the $1 will go in the back. The 50 cents will go up front. This will go in the envelope. And we will stick this in the binder. See how easy that? I mean, I think that's the easiest way I can do this. Okay, and now we're in the second one. This one is from Plan to Save Designs. This was a freebie on their Ko-Fi. And it says, life is tough, but so are you. I feel like that was perfect for the next coming months. Just because it's going to be a rough couple of months. So we saved $2 today, so, and 50 cents. So we are actually going to cross out a $2 one. Because that's what we do. We start off with the big ones and go to the little ones. Oh gosh, I can't speak. Okay. So that was that one. And I should consolidate, and I wasn't thinking. That's why I really have to, you know, leave money out. But I'm not. Where's this challenge? Oh, there it is. I have to find the challenge. Okay. So this one, if I could get my hands to work. So we're adding $1 in today. This was extra from last week because each one of these circles is $2. This one is from Weekly Budgets Co. I got it in a Stitch blind bag. I absolutely love Stitch. So yeah, so each one of these is $2. So we had 2. And then we had 1 extra last week, and we had 1 today to make another 2. So I can color in another one. Yay. But yes, just wait until I actually start working on my month ahead binder. It's Stitch. It's adorable. I love it, and I can't wait to actually use it. Okay, so this one, we got...
That's just me.
Uh-huh.
You can read it later.
Okay.
Don't read it out loud.
Yes, dear, I understand. So, let's see. So this is... So we had $1 the last time. This is a tiny... This was a freebie from Katie at Purple Glimmer Budgets. This was for her, I believe, hitting 1,000 subscribers. It's her little cupcakes. So I did the August since it is August. So there was $1 last week. These are $2 each. We have $2.50 today, so we can color in one. And you know what? We are actually going to color it in. And we're going to make it match that one down there. So, blue frosting.
Hey, baby.
Yes.
Can we go down the back road again?
Honey.
What?
And a yellow base. So that is $2. So that goes in the back. These go in the front. And on to the next one. I'm not gonna do the Christmas book box today. That'll probably be sometime. I think I'm only gonna do it once a month now, just so that I have a little extra money to go towards it. But that's not a this week thing, I don't think. So this one is from Nori at Norellis Budgets. This I paid for. It was a tiny set. I like the little hearts. So last week we saved $2. This week we saved $1.50. Okay. And now these can go in the back. And I really should condense this money, and that's why I should really have all that money out, like laid out, so that I can. But my cash tray is not readily accessible at the moment, so that would be why. And then this, we got $1. This is a freebie that I got with, member Happy Mail from Marlene at Snow Gardener 307. So we got $1 today. So we'll do one, and that gives us 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there should be $9 in here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. We're moving along nicely. And that is it for this. And then close these up. Like I said, this I used to do it on my Small Wins Wednesday, or no, not, yeah, Small Wins Wednesday. I did minis, and I had this little book that says savings challenges. I thought it was super cute, but then I got rid of it because I couldn't do as much savings. So now we're back to here. Okay, and then these $5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like I said, is going to go in here. Oh, that's right. I did a box challenge. I stuffed the box this past week. Okay, so we have to start from fresh. So that is getting really, really thick, and yeah, I like it. And I like these rings because they're bigger than normal. So now we'll put this to the side. This is done. And put this away. I hold my prop bills in my little box so that it's readily accessible. And then I think the last thing we are going to do is the penny challenge. Hey, honey.
Huh?
Can you get me the one with Ursula and Corella and the...
Yeah.
Can I have that one, please? Thank you. So for our change challenge, I use a challenge from Madeline at Madeline Budgets. I use her penny challenge actually because I thought it was more realistically feasible than like the traditional like save 1 penny the first day, 2 pennies the second day, 3 pennies, and so forth till you got to $3.65 on a normal year, and you ended up saving like $600 and something. Well, that's never gonna, that's not an amount that I would ever come close to in a year, but $72 I might be able to. So that's kind of why I'm doing this one. So as you can tell, I've kind of, been going backwards and then filling in what here. Okay. So, I don't know why I put this off to the side so you can't see. But this is basically just change that either my husband picks up at work or we get back as change. So let's see, the next one would be 88. So 70, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3. Hey, where's my Okay, so that was 88. So we will cross that one out. Okay, the next one would be 87. So 75, 85, 86, 87. Okay, the next one would be 86. So 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 86. Okay. And then let's see what is left. We've got 15, 20, 24. And look at that, we've got 24 available. Perfect. See, we're getting there. We're starting. And then yes, okay. I'm like, did I do that right? Oh gosh. My brain is a bit fried. So, but is there anything else? I don't think so. That's basically all we're kind of covering to start. As far as like my sinking funds, these are literally, I went down to only having this many envelopes as opposed to so many more. So I've got an all medical. I'm just combining personal items, over-the-counter meds, anything medically related to anything comes out of here. And then we've got our Sam's membership, but once we pay this year's, it'll get rolled into annual payments, which is the next one. And then we've got the utilities buffer. We've got an envelope for tax prep because this will be our first year filing as married, and I can do my personal taxes. I can do his taxes. I don't know if I can do our joint taxes. The first year I might have somebody do them, and then after that I'll be fine. This is a kid's envelope. I put it as furry and human because my husband does have children from a previous marriage, so I now have children as well. And then we have our cats. And then our emergency fund. And then our car and Christmas I took out for now because we don't need it right now because we're still trying to start off saving. So that's got a little bit before we'll start. And then this binder's from Erica at Black and Blue. And what else? I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Alright, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and welcome to my new subscribers. I forgot to tell you that in the beginning. Sorry. I've been a little hole in my back. My husband decided to scratch my back. So, alright. I will hopefully come back, you know, I'll be in probably not next week, maybe the week after. And we'll try to see what we can do. All right, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Bye.